beat. Let's go.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against Memphis, that's one that stands out to me. A lot of great talent involved in that one, and I'm curious to see how they have improved over the...
Really on his game
back in there.
Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
And Allie LaForce spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
And I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to clog every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Pistons lead by 4. Pass to Cunningham. Inside, here's Duren, and the dunk by Duren.
The physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
So it's Los Angeles now. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. And the Lakers also making a switch. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. Duren, the pass to Ivy. Beasley outside. Pass to Cunningham. From the baseline. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
The eraser, the pass to James. Connects on the open jumper.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Here's Cunningham. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Push on the net.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. The Pistons lead by 4. Goes up at the stripe, counted, and that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
And that one's good. The eraser. The eraser's got 6. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ivy outside. Beasley outside. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's the eraser. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And Detroit has possession. Beasley outside. Back to Cunningham. Launches it. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Vanderbilt. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Connects checked in for Los Angeles. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
What's really impressed me is his ability to create for others on the offensive end. He's got a sharp mind for the game, and he's put it to use helping his teammates find good shots.
With the drive. And that one's good. The eraser.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And the Pistons shooting around 40% early on here. Harris outside. Cunningham outside. Harris passes to Ivy. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. He was all alone on that one. Cunningham's got 9.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from three-point range.
James passes to the eraser. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to the eraser. From downtown. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And that one's good. The eraser.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Cunningham looking it over. Ivy finds Beasley. On target. target from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Right wing. Out to the right wing. Pass to Connect. Over Beasley. Again, the Lakers score.
Well, Connect has a scorer's mindset. Wherever he finds room, he will take a shot.
Ivy outside. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Lakers shooting 55%, an ideal start so far. Here's the eraser. He takes it in. An open look for Vanderbilt. Again, the Lakers score. Here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game. Beasley outside. Back to Cunningham. The shot. Rebounded by LeBron.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Oh, got that one up quick. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
We knew he was solid from range per the scouting report, but Connect can hit fairly consistently from out there.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. For the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Harris. Thompson comes in for Ivy. And Hardaway is subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And the Lakers also making a switch. Vincent's checked in. Hardaway. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 5. James outside. Here's the eraser. And he also played a big role in their last game with Toronto. It's good. Vanderbilt's got 6. Detroit has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Pass to Duran. Here's Holland. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. And again, no good by Detroit. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. Defended by Hardaway. Here's James. Again, the Lakers score.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Now Hardaway. From deep 3-point range. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up 9. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Jackson Hayes is doing.
Hey guys, the Lakers head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. They're certainly thinking player safety first, so they'll likely err on the side of caution, but it does change their plans a bit.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got James. He's out there with Connect. Gabe Vincent out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's the eraser in at the 1.
Excellent decision from James. He's all for whipping passes to uncover teammates.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now here's Hardaway. The D's right on him. For 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to connect. It's James on the wing. Here's the eraser. 19 points in the game. Out to James. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Vanderbilt. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for James. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Vincent. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's the eraser. Hardaway grabs the board. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Holland for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip. Pistons trail by 14. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Beasley. Here's Holland. No points yet. Hardaway from outside. That shot, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, it was all high fives and handshakes in the Lakers draft room when they selected Dalton Connect with the 17th pick. His ability to work off the ball and space the floor is seen as an ideal fit alongside the Lakers stars, and Coach J.J. Redick is more than familiar on how to capitalize Connect's skill set. The Lakers were shocked that Connect fell to them at 17, but guys, they are more than excited.
No question. All right, Shams, thank you. Here's the eraser, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. The eraser's got 8 here in this quarter.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Back to Thompson. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Lakers. Connect's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to the eraser, to the paint. Outside Reeves. The eraser, the pass to Vanderbilt. Misses the 3. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 16. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
And the slam from Hardaway Jr. Can't forget about his athleticism.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Out to the right wing. Here's the eraser. 26 points for him. And here's Connect outside. Sinks the tray. Connect's got 8.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Holland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Beasley misses.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to the eraser. Outside Vanderbilt. On the wing, Reeves. Here's the eraser. Back to Reeves. Fires for three. And another three for the Lakers.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Pistons trail by 20. And here's Beasley. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Hardaway. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Vanderbilt, a pass to the eraser. Hardaway grabs the board. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer, Stewart. Rebound, the Lakers. Here's the eraser. Outside Vanderbilt. Shot on the wing. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Reeves. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Set it up, bring the play in. Make a play, come on. Pull the trigger.
Pass to Harris. Doncic grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 20. You know, Gran, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Pistons shooting only 36% during the second. Here's Cunningham. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Los Angeles, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
The Pistons making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Get open.
Ivy finds Thompson. Duran with a screen on James. Here's Thompson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on LeBron James. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Pistons trail by 20. Ivy with the ball. Coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's the eraser. Lays it up and banks it in. The Eraser's got 30.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Cunningham. Off target at the rim.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Now here's Cunningham. Tight defense on him. Count it. Cunningham's got 11.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Doncic outside. Here's the Eraser. He's watched by Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. The Eraser, the pass to Doncic. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. 4-3. Again the miss by Cunningham.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Ivy outside. Harris outside. Ivy passes to Harris. And here is Thompson. There's Cunningham with a 3. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the Eraser. There's a minute 17 left in the second period. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And it's Doncic missing. The Pistons shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. And it's Cunningham missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Lakers.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days, pounded inside, break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Beasley's checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes comes in for Cade Cunningham.
You got this, MP.
Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Malik Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duran in at the center. That's the group for Detroit right now. Harris outside. Pulls up on the wing, and he connects with a jumper. Harris has got 6 points.
And just an excellent jump shooter. You love how Harris has built out his game over the years.
Here's the eraser, defended by Hardaway. Pass to connect. Here's the eraser. Knocks down the triple. The eraser's got 33 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Well, Detroit's shooting 41% since halftime. Outside Hardaway. Harris outside. Thompson outside. Outside Hardaway. Three-pointer. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the eraser, defended by Hardaway, and it's the eraser missing. The Pistons shooting around 35% from the field so far. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Banked it in off the glass. The eraser's got 35.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Now here's Hardaway. 9 points in the game. Harris on the wing. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. It helps his team space the floor.
Here's the eraser. Give him 35. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. Defended by Hardaway. Back to Vanderbilt. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lynn. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland comes in for Harris. And Sasser subbed in for Thompson. Finney Smith's checked in for the Lakers.
Set it up! Set it up!
Now here's Sasser. Not a lot of room. Outside Hardaway.
Hey, who got here?
Goes up from the top of the key. The Lakers with a rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to the eraser. Here's Vincent. Connects from downtown. Vincent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Sasser. And here's Duran. Here's Hardaway. Three-pointer. Vincent grabs a miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to the eraser. From 15 feet away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Finney Smith. Rebound Detroit. Sasser with the ball. Guarded now by Finney Smith. Beasley finds Duran. Knocked loose. Here's Vincent. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Fontecchio comes in for Sasser. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Beasley for three. The Eraser grabs a board. The Eraser's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And the Pistons shooting 35% in the third quarter. Pass to Stewart. And here's Beasley. Stewart, the pass to Hardaway from the low block. Second chance effort. Finney Smith pulls it in.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
To the inside. Here's the Eraser. The three. Knocks it down from distance. The Eraser's got 38 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Outside Hardaway. 41 seconds left in the third. To the middle. They need this. And finished off by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the Eraser. Basket's good. The Eraser's got 40 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
Well, the Pistons shooting 34% thus far in this game. Pass to Beasley. Over to the wing. From deep. Drops in the three. The Lakers shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Here's Connect. And here's Vincent. Defended by Hardaway. Here's the Eraser. Back to Vincent. Takes the three. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Lakers on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so in the game for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's the Eraser in at the one spot.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Beasley with it. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
Here's the Eraser. He's guarded by Beasley. Shot clock at 3. Pass to Connect. Fires from deep. Holland with a rebound. And here's Detroit. Beasley with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Beasley misses. Beasley's gone, just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Vincent passes to the Eraser. Back to Vincent. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Beasley, the pass to Hardaway. Here's the pick. The three ball. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. The Eraser's got 44.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, look, their lack of effort is exactly why they're behind. Just look at how they're getting bullied on the glass right now.
Hey, I'll get yours, I'll get yours.
For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Eraser's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Lets it go from deep. And Los Angeles another 3.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Stewart finds Hardaway to stop the drought. Offensive rebound. Holland for 3. And he can't get that one.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
For Detroit, they've got nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Pass to Clinton. From behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Cunningham. Three-pointer, Stewart. The Eraser grabs the board. The Eraser's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Vincent. He's guarded by Beasley. There's the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Hardaway's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Pull the trigger.
Cunningham, right side.
Come on, shoot.
And that time also a missed shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. And that one is hammered home.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Hey, coming in.
Pass to Stewart. Now here's Hardaway. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Here's the Eraser. The 3 is up. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Cunningham outside. Shoots from the elbow. Good. He hits the jumper.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Here's the Eraser. He's watched by Cunningham. Yep, that one's good. The Eraser's got 57 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Cunningham. Here's Stewart. Good D by Finney-Smith. Stewart's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Vincent passes to the eraser. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Cunningham with the ball. Finney-Smith's there. Stewart outside. No good from outside. The Lakers shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. And book it for Vanderbilt.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And he makes it on the layup. Cunningham's got 20.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Here's the eraser. And good! There's another!
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal, night in, night out. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the three. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's the eraser. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Again, the miss by Cunningham. Here's Goodwin. He's guarded by Beasley. Shot is good by Goodwin.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Holland. Back to Cunningham to halt the run. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's the eraser. He's guarded by Beasley. Here's the eraser. And the shot falls short that time. Detroit shooting only 31% in the game. Now here's Cunningham. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. The Lakers shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Back to Vincent. Pass to the eraser. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Vincent. Puts up a 3. The Pistons clear it. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Stewart outside. Beasley outside to get back on track. And it's good on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's the eraser. .133 left in the final quarter. Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. Oh, ripped away!
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the Eraser.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
The Eraser, the pass to Goodwin.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
34 seconds left in the 4th. Cunningham outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Pass to Vincent. Here's Goodwin. Here's the Eraser. Takes a 3. And Los Angeles another 3. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.
Question and answer.
Let's go with Michelle.
MP, how did you manage to win this game without 2 of your best players?
You know, at this level, it's next man up. You know, those guys, they're great players and very important for us in the long run. But, you know, our mentality is whoever plays, got to perform. And we did that tonight. So, yeah, thank you very much.
That's what I'm talking about.
Chris, what's up?
MP in the house. Let's get to work. It's time to grind. You up for a scrimmage?
You know I'm down.
Hey, what's the count? Take that. That's all you. Hey, watch that. Get board, get board, get board. Yeah, snatch that board. I got you. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, get mine. You can't rain. You got lucky on that one. Knock it in, J-Big. Hey. Help, mismatch, mismatch! You don't lay on that. You can't shoot. Make a layup. Back door. Hey, come around. That's don't how I do it. Shooting that. 12-7. Check it. Don't let him shoot that. Yo, watch him. Get him. Get him. No shot. Whoa. Where you shooting that ball at? Man, come back in here. Is this what you call anyone out here score on? Check. Grab the ball, grab the board. Too far for you. Right here, 18-7. Hey, yo, watch back door. Yo, check rock. Yo, whose man is this? Missed that. Yikes. It ain't even windy out here. You don't want none of this. Yeah.
Man, you were a beast out there today. Hope to see you back soon.
Man, most definitely.
Whoa. No way. This can't be real. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. We'll be here all year.
Hey, great to see you. Take a look around. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks for swinging by. Hope to see you again.
Hey, right here, I got next.
He about to tear the roof off.
Great music, great ribs. This is one city I don't mind visiting.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
I've talked to people